And all my friends keep calling me delusional. Don't know how I'm gonna do it all. They say that I'm in too deep. If it's another bear market, I won't lose no sleep. I'm pre-rich. I know that one man sold too early for 2 pizza pies. Other man held for 15 years, now his kids are set for.
Yo, people, welcome back to another edition of Blockchain Banter at internet speed. This week, we have a very, very special team with us. We got the Igra team as well as Kaspa, who's of course working alongside Igra as a member as well, a partnership as well. So you've got Pavel here, you've got Ashton, who's having seemingly some camera troubles right now, but hopefully it'll sort itself out a little bit later on. We've also got Sione as well. How are you all doing? Of course, Joe with me as well. Welcome back, people who've doing very, very well today. So how are you guys doing today?
All good, man.
Great to have
you.
Doing
great.
Great to have you.
Doing awesome.
All right, sweet. Well, I'm sure everybody here is very well acquainted with myself, of course, on this channel, Joe on his channel, CryptoPumpz. Pavel's been on the channel before, and also Ashton, but Sione is new to Blockchain Banter on YouTube. So if you don't know who he is, here's your chance to listen up. So Sione, please let us know who you are, build yourself, and also what you are building.
Okay, thank you, Jay. This is really a pleasure, first time being here. And I always seen the teasers on X, but actually never fully even watched one. But anyways, happy to see you guys, doing more media for Kaspa and, consistency. It's great, and happy to have you guys building on Kaspa as well. So I'm Sione from Israel, originally from Venezuela. I've been in the Kaspa community since 2022, in crypto since 2020. And today I'm building Kaspa.com. I've been building Kaspa.com for the last almost 2 years, which is all-in-one platform for layer 1 and layer 2 DeFi or trustless applications. And yeah, it's been a wild ride. We've been pioneering since day one. We've been building for a long time, different tools, different technologies, and we know almost everyone in the community who's been building from day one as well. And it's nice, to see people showing each other, going to talks and meeting each other. And hopefully I can meet all you guys in real life, besides Pavel that I already met. But of course, I don't mind seeing you again.
I'm sure you will do, especially if you ever come down to London. I know there's many events taking place right now at Wolfies as well. So I know there's going to be a lot of stuff taking place pretty much every month now at Wolfies, but I'm sure in the summer as well. So hopefully get to see everyone meet up there and share a Viking horn together.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that is great to hear, Sione. Thank you very much for being here today. I think for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start some questions here, as we tend to normally do, and then I'll pass it to Joe, and we'll go back and forth as always. I want to first ask a question, if you are able to elaborate, either Pavel or Ashton, in regards of a recent post that came on Igra, which showed Igra Labs, Zealous, and seemingly Uniswap as well. Now, whether you can elaborate on that or not, I don't know, but if you can, is there anything you can say about this?
Well, actually, we just put a post about that. So
it's public now.
I don't know. Yeah, awkward.
There you go. All right. Well, there you go.
There is a breakdown. So yeah, you can read it. So I can read it out loud. But yeah. Seriously, it's a big milestone for us. We were investigating the ways to organize our token distribution in the best possible way. What we did before wasn't ideal, although it also had some results, but we wanted to be really fair, egalitarian, accessible for everyone. And then, we saw this CCA auction from a Uniswap, and it was performed really well by Aztec, for example, and Zama, both companies which really great teams and really great products, both working with privacy. Zama is fully homomorphic encryption, and Aztec is working on privacy layer 2 for Ethereum, one of the, I think, most interesting layer 2s in existence. So yeah, both of them did this offering using CCA, and we were thinking, oh, we should do this as well. But yeah, like it's lots of responsibility and operationals just to implement it. And then we saw Zero Swap actually taking this protocol for implementing it on Igra, and we thought that's actually a match made in heaven. It's a perfect match for us. So yeah, the rest is history. We did thorough research of the protocol. It's all in the post. I can dive into it. Also, Ashton can add lots of color to it. But yeah, the bottom line is we're doing Igra on-chain auction using Uniswap's CCA continuous clearing auction mechanics with great help from Zero Swap team.
And what's the advantages? This is for Ashton or Pavel. What's the advantages to launching a token on Zap as opposed?
I can take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the biggest takeaway is that you get fair distribution of.
Pavel,
not going
I think
well.
the ghost is.
Sorry, guys, I'm having crazy network issues today. I don't know what's happening. So just reloading my my room every minute. But I was just saying the biggest takeaway is fair distribution of the token and on-chain price discovery. So, you know, with a fixed price auction, you're just arbitrarily choosing as a project, trying to hit the bullseye on what the right market price is in advance. And with, you know, airdrops, you see a lot of like dumping of tokens directly after the airdrop farmers and the bots are done. CCA essentially allows per block distribution within your max price range. So you can easily come to the auction and say, hey, I'm willing to spend this amount per Igra token. And you'll continuously gain more and more of those tokens over the course of the auction while the price remains under your ceiling. So it gives fair distribution and actual on-chain price discovery in the auction itself instead of waiting for the secondary market.
Great, awesome. Well, thank you for the clarification. I'm going to quick jump ship to Sione here. A question that we have for you, which is we know recently that you just completed the Kaspa KCOM token sale. So do you have any information on how that went down or how good it was? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, of course. So the first comments, you know, I got from when we started the race is, why are you raising money in this market? Red times, it's Kaspa 70% down. I've been hearing that since we started to race, you know, and I've been started this race process since last October, since we realized we needed it. And really, it was really hard to see any traction at all. And we said, okay, we anyways have the community planned. And when we started announcing the community, also other community members enter as angels as well. So we got a nice, we successfully raised around $130,000, give or take here and there, which is not a lot of money, but it's more than, you know, it's more than we can expect from the community only when it's just a community that showed up again and saw that we're in need and requested their help and contribution. And, you know, they show up and they contributed. The list, it's not more than 90 people. And I think I can pinpoint them all in the Telegram, you know, which is quite cool. And I'm really happy how it turned out. And we're going to keep raising. It's just right now I'm calm. I don't have to focus on that. I can focus on building. And, you know, when price starts going up, and I think it's going to be in the next couple of months, 2, 3, give or take, then people are going to start looking for investments and looking at Kaspa, and we're going to be ready to sell them for a higher valuation, you know. The community showed up on the hardest time, got the best valuation, and whoever comes when everyone wants to come gets the worst price.
I mean, I have no doubt as well that when the market inevitably reverses, I still very much believe Kaspa will catch that trend, and when that happens, everything that's being built here will reap the rewards of that. You know, from what Igra's building, Cash building, from the teams within that, so Zeal, Kaspa.com, Cascade, everyone will start reaping more benefits. Just right now, it's not in a stage where the markets are feeling the effects of it due to all the world events right now.
Right.
But yeah, I very much believe it's going to change, and that's why I think, you know, it's what, like CT said, building for the long, like those that survive the long term will continue to build. They're not just there for the hype and short term pump and dumps, which I think is very much a testament to what Kaspa does here as well, and those who are building on Kaspa.
Exactly. And listen, we've been here since KRC20 started, and we've just been growing since then, you know, so the growth doesn't stop. And we do new tools, we build different things, we improve tools that already have, and also it's quite community driven. A lot of community, it's asked for features and other things, and they get it. So it's nice to see them happy about the products that we build. So we've built when the hardest times in the market, and I hope to, you know, see what I hope to see that coming. I expect that to come as well. But you know, it's been a while, right? And at the end of the day, the interaction in the Kaspa community, it's been growing since we started. Even if the price went down, more people joined, more communities were created, more tokens came out, more NFT collections came out, and you see that there's a core in the Kaspa community that of traders, of degens, which is great. We need that, you know. And we expect that to also keep growing.
Yeah. Yes, on your platform, Kaspa.com, like that's what I use now all the time. I went through stages. I bought, you know, when we started off, I'd use Kasware wallet, then I went to KSPR bot, and then but Kaspa.com is the most user friendly. It's so easy. Like I buy NFTs or tokens on it. You know, it's really simple. But another question for you here. Tell me, how did you manage to get on Israeli TV? Was it Channel 10, a news channel? How did you get on this? This was great.
You know, I didn't expect so much great feedback from this, you know, but it was amazing to see how everyone got excited and liked it, and it was good. And the other day, my advisor, that he goes to that panel weekly. He, you know, he's part of this. What he's doing is networking, helping us spread Kaspa and Kaspa.com. He's also being investor in Kaspa. I don't know what big actually means, but I know he's deep into Kaspa relatively to asset percentages, portfolio percentages. So he started with us to bring investors to network, meet new people, help us with the pitch and stuff like that. And he needed a spot for a day before. No, a guy canceled. And they asked me the night before. I was like, okay, let's do it. And they brought me up because they were going to speak about Kaspa. Because he said to speak about Kaspa. You know, it's not like they just randomly decided to put it on the show. But from there, I got invited a couple of times already. I actually canceled tomorrow because I prefer not to go around a lot in this current situation here in Israel. But it was a great experience. I feel that, you know, I can actually give my take and my knowledge from all of this learning and building and being in the industry for a long time. How many people watch this TV show at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday? I don't know, but it's still something. You know, it's good PR for Kaspa and for Kaspa.com for sure.
Yeah, no, well done.
Yeah, wicked stuff, man. I haven't had the I saw the Liberty myself. I saw the post flowing through my feed, my timeline a few weeks back. I never actually had the time to look through it, but I did see it got a lot of great traction. So I mean, great job for you, definitely, and spreading the word of Kaspa as well.
Good.
Speaking of interviews, or I mean, maybe not on the same level, you could argue, but we apparently, Ashton, you also had an interview with BSCN. Is that right?
Yeah, I did do a BSCN interview very recently. I think it was posted on Monday this week, so very fresh out there on the timeline. But it was a lot of fun. They wanted to know. It was basically like a 3-part dive on Kaspa as a layer 1, and then Igra as a layer 2, and what we're building on top of Kas, and then the dApps that I'm personally interested in that are going to be launching on Igra's L2. So we talked a lot about Kas, a lot about Igra, a lot about ZellaSwap, Kaspa.com, Cascade, Moonbound. I felt like it went pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, 10K views is
Nice.
no small feat. You know,
In one
very
day.
good. Yeah, in one day.
Yeah.
It's impressive. So massive shout out to you.
Honestly, it's news to me. I did not know that it hit 10K. But
I think in my time on oh, he's gone again. I think in my time since I've been doing content creation, I think I've had maybe the odds, maybe 3 at most has surpassed 10K views. And of course, I've been gassed every time it's happened. But yeah, it's definitely an incredible feat. So congrats.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see more.
Thank you.
To keep on that front though, you mentioned about, you know, the exciting things you're seeing being developed on Igra. Is there anything else? Is it just those 4 right now that kind of stand out for you?
No, I mean, there's a lot of partners that are there, right? I mean, there's
Hyperlane is going to say, I'm sure. He's going to say Hyperlane. I'm sure he's going to say Hyperlane.
Come on, Ashton. You
I
can
cannot
back.
imagine how frustrating.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I restarted the computer before we started. Like I'm trying everything. We've got, you know, gigabit fiber internet here. I have no idea what the hell the problem is. But regardless, yeah, the Oracle. I always have a hard time pronouncing the name, but SafeStrom or SoftStrom or something. They're a project that's doing atomic swaps.
Yeah, Strom Finance. But
that's
Hashlock. They changed to Hashlock now, I think.
Yeah, they did. They got acquired. Yeah, Hashlock now.
Didn't that get passed on to? Yeah, I think what you just mentioned, it got passed on to a third party to continue developing.
Yeah, exactly. Right? It's called Hashlock now. See on this, right?
Hashlock.
Yeah,
awesome.
But that looks very promising, and there's a handful of others, right? I mean, I think Hyperlane is a standout. That's a huge win for the network as a whole to be able to bring stables and wrapped assets from other chains. It should help with kind of bootstrapping liquidity and giving really good user experience to retail.
It also helps surely in increasing the use case of artificial intelligence, right, and AI agents.
It certainly does.
It gives you a way to bridge out, and then that's all you need, you know.
Yep.
You need a hard-tested network that does that, and that's the main reason, you know, just to have connectivity, which is important.
Yeah, I know that a while back, Joe and Pavel had our show a few weeks back. We spoke about AI agents, and even now that's still very much living in my head rent-free because it was very insightful. I think very soon after that as well, then Igra announced the release of an AI bot, right? That's being the one on going through Twitter.
We had a skill. We had the published skill for bots. Yes, that's something tangible which people can use. It's still there. It needs to be adapted for the mainnet, but yeah, it's still useful. Actually, the Zap, like the thing when I was testing it thoroughly, I think most of my testing I did with agent. I just gave him like all he or she needs. Like we still need to work on pronouns for agents. It's a complex thing. No, it's not it, man. It's not it. It's real. It has life of its own. I don't know how to explain it, but so yeah. So it was working on Zap very successfully, like directly on the contract, like finding all things, finding the way to query it, also like querying the bots, checking the states, checking the price, working actually on strategy, when to bid and what to bid. I actually gave it just simple instructions like here is the auction. Obviously, I gave all the interfaces, ADI and RPC access, but it's just one time. You give it access one time, and then you ask, okay, just what do you think? What's the best strategy here? You want to put several bids or one bid? And then it went, it did some researches, and then it recommended the strategy, and then it implemented it successfully. So it's already here. It's happening. It's already the orders of magnitude better user experience than all we have currently in crypto. Like it's not a secret. It's a common knowledge. It's our dirty secret of our industry, essentially, which we don't share. That user experience wise, we're terrible. it's all for a good reason, because of self-custody. Like self-custody requires some knowledge, requires some OPSEC setup. But then to maintain this OPSEC setup, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like comparing these addresses, eyeballing them, just checking if this A or B, if it's B, if it's 0, if it's actually what I need to copy paste, what I'm copy pasting from. Do I have it on encrypted machine or not? Do I have it air gapped? How do I do this? How do I do that? It's so tedious. It's going to be compressed. It's going to be wildly compressed in upcoming years. Like the moment we figure out like how securely give persistent wallet to the agent, and then like make this like secure vaults, just essentially with agents having access to it, and some legalities behind it, and actually legal part I think it's the most complex. I'm sitting in Europe, so legal part here is one of the most terrible impediment like to the whole development of IT products. It's not tech. It's not even. It's just legal. It's all really hard to solve. Like how exactly you give agent money and keep it. And who's going to be responsible?
Actually, there's first of all, you got the good like agentic wallets that, for example, Coinbase give like a package, an SDK with like wallets that are really configured for agents and still non-custodial. And actually, this is something that's been trending for the past it's been after all the agents came up and all the OpenClaw and everything, they started thinking like you. How do you do the legal side of things? How do you prove identity? How do you prove all of that? And it's a protocol. It's called Know Your Agent, and it's something that's already been built. I think with Visa and all of those, Stripe and Tempo. This is what I've read around, all the announcements and everything I've researched and tracked. I think that they're getting that handled on that end, and just in one crazy boom, we'll just have a swarm of agents. Visa has their own agentic payments and agentic whatever, and they put agents to Visa already. Visa has crazy distribution, and you have Robinhood and Coinbase. It's gonna be everywhere, even more than today.
Yeah, for people who aren't familiar with AI agents, I think it was you, Pavel, that said, is it going to be as simple as like you have an AI agent that has its own wallet? It can book you airplane tickets, it can book you a taxi. Like one day it'll be able to book you an autonomous taxi and it'll come up with no driver and collect you in the future, and it'll just take the money out of your wallet, the assigned wallet. Like are they the kind, like for day-to-day people, is that the kind of things that it could change for them?
Of course.
Sorry, Sione, you or either of you. Sorry.
No. Pavel, go for it.
I mean, it's not just about like convenience. It's going to change economy, like fundamentals of economy, because currently the whole world economy is people-oriented. It's optimized for our attention. It's optimized for our, specifics, for our psyche. We can be easily manipulated, unfortunately. Visually, just have some narratives embed into the message. The whole advertisement, like the whole way of diverting your attention, it's all built like the whole UI and UX currently built around human. And agents, they much better in this regard. They also have their quirks. Obviously, they can be convinced, they can be coerced, but overall, they so much better, so much straightforward in a way than people. Then they can just go for the best offer, for the best product, compare 10,000 things together, and then just find the best product and best service, best career path for you. It's a different game. It's not just about convenience. It's about fundamental change, which is even much stronger than what happened with internet and service-oriented economy. It's a next revolution. As simple as that.
That's exciting. And you were saying before, Pavel, that Kaspa is like perfectly designed for AI agents.
100%, yeah. It's parallelizable. It's not kind of, there's no arcane knowledge. It's credibly neutral and it's parallelizable. It's really easy to scale. Like the most programmable blockchains today, they're really hard to scale. We all know that. There are all kind of quirks trying to put together the old, outdated technology just to reach whatever Kaspa doing currently, just without even breaking a sweat. But yeah.
I'd argue as well that also the key element for crypto and protocols is the ability to be interoperable. So that also what makes what Casplex, even what you Igra are doing so well, so important. Your ability to interact with and connect to the likes of Ethereum, which of course then you have mentioned plans to expand to I think it was Solana as well, and other protocol, other virtual machines coming out in the future, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Yes, this is bound to happen. I mean, tech-wise, it's really not complex to put SVM on top of Kaspa, and yeah, putting the bridges between these ecosystems is also solvable. It's the tech is there. I mean, Hyperlink
already solved. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The question is like, how you attract agents. It's hard. It's hard. I'm not going to say it's already solved, because agents follow path of least resistance, and they're probably going also to follow liquidity and best way to transact. And this is like how exactly we prove that our infrastructure is better than other. I'm not saying it's solved, but the tech is there. So now the hard part is putting these things together and making sure they not break, and making sure that they're ready for for frictionless interaction, because that's what agents expect. But first, obviously, we here to serve and we're here to connect Kaspa community. Like that's our ultimate goal. It didn't change. Like agentic is a long-term game. It's inevitable. It's going to come. But here and now, like this year, we're all in Kaspa, and yeah, there is nothing to it we can add to that.
Okay. And Sione, you were messing around with an AI agent for a while, weren't you? Till you ran out of money or something. Was it $200 or whatever? I heard you saying that it's expensive.
So I actually started, I started playing around with some wrappers, and then I built my own, and then I got an employee that also Pavel got, and then I started testing capabilities, and I just said, okay, I'm doing my own. I got my own setup. I finished the weekly $200 subscription of Cloud Code, which is a lot. Like if subscription wise, not API wise. But anyways, I already have a team member inside. My developers ask him questions. He opens tasks for developers on Jira. He also saves my tasks and goes and saves it in a different board, which is like my reminders. He puts it there and he tracks. He learns every day. He has a schedule to do a change log after the end of the day. He goes over all the repositories, says what went in, what feature went in, and how can we do this and take this to market and update the Telegram and the X of the new updates and features we did. And a lot of things he's doing, he's actually helping quite a lot and giving me more time and also more speed on building, but I actually have to go to the bomb shelter now. So I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Get there
Crazy.
safely.
Keep safe.
Bye.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah,
Stay
stay
safe.
safe. What a crazy
It's
time we
crazy.
live in.
And his internet keeps
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Nothing short of.
No
Thanks
dig.
for that.
No dig there. So, well,
Ouch.
yeah, I still see people, Ashton, saying that Igra is going to be another parasitic layer 2. Can you
yeah.
explain to people that aren't familiar, the base layers, or like how your layer 2 is different to other chains, how it benefits Kaspa?
Yeah.
I think it was Vijay that said that as well, wasn't it? Or Vijay asked a question on Twitter.
Yeah, he did. He was in the thread that brought that
Yeah.
up for sure. So I think the number one thing to look at is just the base rollup architecture. In a base rollup, comparatively to optimistic rollups, which are most of the L2s on Ethereum, right? Optimism, Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, so on and so forth. They're all processing their transactions at the layer 2 level, bundling them, and then pushing them down to layer 1 for final confirmation. And that means that they're parasitic in the sense that they're taking fees away from the validators or the miners on the layer 1 in all cases except the final bundling that gets pushed to the layer 1, right? That one bundle transaction does contribute to security budget and everything for the layer 1, but everything else is arbitrary. They get to sequence the transactions however they see fit. It's completely centralized at that layer 2 level where they get to order. You see a lot of these MEV problems in relation to this. So the reason Igra is not parasitic is because it's a based rollup. Every single transaction that hits an Igra node gets repackaged, sent to Kaspa layer 1 so that it can be sequenced and then confirmed by Kaspa miners, rewarding them in the process, right? Getting a transaction fee to those.
I did
I was
it.
almost
Wait,
there.
No, you're there. You're back.
99%. 99%.
So close. But yeah, so it gets rebundled, pushed to the L1, and that means that the miners get paid for every single transaction. So, when you think about Igra running on top of Cas, every transaction increases the Kaspa layer 1 transaction count and contributes to Kaspa's security budget, which we need desperately in this current ecosystem and current kind of price dynamic of Cas, right? We need.
Let's do it.
Pavel, Ashton isn't going to run an Igra node in his house, is he?
I don't even get to hear the first half of the jokes, Jer.
They trying to dig on to pick on your Igra node, which is running perfectly. That's the thing. You should connect to the same connection which your node connected to. Yeah. I can see it on the dashboard. It's working perfectly. It's not going down. So something is off.
I need to run my desktop machine
on the same broadband connection. Exactly.
Yeah. I think if Chris Hutchinson is listening, he knows Ashton's on an Apple, I think.
Oh goodness.
That's Lev. Lev will be the one complaining about that. Lev's already in the chat.
I'm sure.
Waiting for it.
Sure. Yeah. Just let him know I'm using my Windows device this time.
Wow.
That's why we're having all these problems. It is a lie. I don't know Windows devices. Get out of here.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to kind of follow on from what Ashton was saying. I guess also correlating this back to Pavel when you're saying one thing that can get AI to hopefully look at Kaspa more so as well, AI agents. Would the protocol upgrades, for example, the increasing a block per second, do that? Because the way I see it is 10 BPS doesn't just increase Kaspa's finality rate, but also its security as well. And that would only further increase with 32, 64, and 100 as well.
100%. The faster the consensus, the more attractive it for various use cases which work on internet speed. And
that would therefore make Igra the most secure layer 2, arguably on the market as well, as it is on Kaspa.
I would say it's the fastest programmability on proof of work for sure, with Bitcoin grade security. Yes, like security is a tricky topic. It's hard to I wouldn't say just it's nuanced. It's hard to say we most secure, because so many things you should and you can take into account. But yeah, I think
one of the things we can confidently say though is it's one of the only fully EVM compatible chains that's secured by Bitcoin grade security, by proof of work, Nakamoto consensus.
Yeah, and with Kaspa speed, because there is several interesting projects. For example, Citrea, which is also kind of based rollup. It's ZK based rollup on Bitcoin, but in terms of speed, you can imagine what's the Bitcoin consensus speed looks like. So Kaspa is in different league in this regard.
So
it's
somebody in the comments. Sorry, Pavel. Somebody in the comments has colorful comments like F layer 2. Why do we need a layer 2? People think that you can build everything straight on Kaspa.
Look, guys, it's interesting. I got it. It was actually the first time. Not first time. It was the second time. I got again. I was introduced to this mindset. The first time was in 2016 or 15 even, when I just started to get what's going on with the blockchains, with Bitcoin. Bitcoin community was the strongest by that time. So that's exactly the attitude these guys had, especially towards Ethereum. Actually keep saying you can build with Bitcoin whatever you like. Why would you need any of these stupid smart contracts? This is such a such a bad idea. And then whoop, we have the whole programmable economy next day. Okay, not next day, but in several years for sure. I don't get this argument, not get it at all. Like, first of all, you can't build everything on layer 1. No, you can't. It's a fact. It's an engineering reality. Like the hoops you should jump through to build anything meaningful on layer 1. And I can tell you why. I'm talking from experience. I explain why. It's really exhaustive, and it doesn't worth the effort. The layer 1 does some things in like really excellent manner. It's best, fastest, credible sequencer in the world, I would say, about Kaspa. For payments, it's amazing. For fast payments in Kaspa, it's amazing. Anything else, it's really hard to build. So it's a great friction. Why would you add more friction on top of something just and calling it a feature? I don't get this logic. As an engineer, I'm not getting this logic at all. It's about path of least resistance, not increasing resistance for people to work with your ecosystem to increase value of your ecosystem. So, and about experience, I just recently had an honor to be on judge panel for Kaspathon, like this hackathon for projects in layer 1. I reviewed all the 50 projects. Like it's it's incredible. Like so many smart people building really interesting things. Very complex protocol systems, trying to implement some products from just retail e-commerce use cases to the really complex engines, putting files on chains, payment streaming, all these things. 90% of them use centralized systems in this way or another, or for storage, or for logic, or for both, simply because Kaspa is not ready for that. You can try to kind of, in a very like big stretch, to put it on layer 1, but then it's still not something usable. It's not ready for like real world, like real production usage. So 50 projects, and I think maybe 2-3 of them only use Kaspa, and they truly decentralized, meaning they don't have any hidden storages or databases or logic keeping somewhere aside on your computer. It's insane, right? It's a hackathon when people try to build something meaningful on layer 1. So I still think this hackathon was a success because we had now 50 teams who built on Kaspa, and I really hope we can also welcome these people to Igra ecosystem because it's so much easier to build on Igra decentralized systems. But then also it shows that we still miss a lot on layer 1 to build the end-to-end things. However, I think Sione can tell you the story about how they built something with Silverscript, which is not contradicting to my thesis, but it's still it's making it more nuanced. You see, I'm front running here.
Yeah. So I was actually, this actually comes with the other conversation I was saying before the alarm. So I was playing with the agent. I have an agent in my team. He's building backend perfectly. I create him the conventions and the structure that I like my code, how I get the code, and I tell him just build it. And right now he built a whole admin panel for me for all the DeFi and stuff like this. So he's actually giving me a lot of, I'm doing a lot of code, a lot of things, thanks to Cloud Code and the agent itself. And, you just always have to like think about memory, think about sessions, how you make it more efficient, how you make it remember. So it's a lot of work and research on that, but it's been a great journey. And the first week when I got excited, I was like, let's push this agent to the limit. I opened Cloud Code and I opened my agent on Telegram, 2 guys on different things. And I give him some repositories, some links, Silverscript, the WASM. We have also good infrastructure for the Kaspa WebAssembly because we built a lot of infrastructure on Kaspa 1. So he has some references. And I played around, started playing with Silverscripts and convenants. And after a lot of hours and a lot of tokens, I successfully got basically to a feature that I can lock a specific amount of Kaspa in the UTXO, and that someone can spend that UTXO, someone else that you assign that when you lock it after a specific time. And I tried to play with all the buttons, and only after a specific time step, it was a minute after, 2 minutes after, I was able to unlock it with the other user. So this actually showed, and then it's not, I said it's end-to-end because there's some features you can do like this, but it shows that it's possible. And now the question is, how much logic can we do on the blockchain on the layer 1 without having to bring external data? So that's the question here, because when you can bring external data, I think that's when you come in with vprogs. That's how the whole vprogs idea, from my understanding, with the ZK proofs and the execution out of Kaspa. So I've been really testing and I'll keep testing these capabilities on the layer 1 and push the limits to see if we can actually do cool features for our wallet. And we're hoping to get the wallet mobile, so you have a hot wallet that you can only spend 1,000 Kaspa a day, if it's not for like a whitelisted wallet and stuff like this. So this thing that are actually they actually have a utility for the person using it. If it's security, if it's heritage, and different things that might be simple, but it can be a feature. And so we experiment in there. I also mentioned that Pavel said that we need to have basically the infrastructure for AI agents. So I play around, and I do think that successfully did a X402 protocol on Kaspa Layer 1 with the convenience. I haven't tested it fully on. I have my dev on it, and he's doing the tests to actually confirm. But basically, this is the whole idea of X402. If you guys never heard of it, it's a protocol on Base as well, Solana, Ethereum. It's known on other chains, EVM chains. I believe Igra should have one, and it's simple relatively. You can just fork it, I guess, or change the chain with their current ones. But the whole point is basically that you pay per request, micropayments. So you don't have to give out your product with subscriptions and anything. You can have like a middleware in your server and open a channel of payments for every API request you use. So instead of someone going and paying a subscription. So why is this good? Because agents won't have subscriptions. They don't have a credit card. They don't have access to all those things. They need an access and also that's what they like, a pay per request. That's how ACP in virtuals work today. You can speak to this agent on virtuals. You guys about virtuals? Do you guys hear about protocol virtuals, Jared and Jay? Yeah. So virtuals, it's a protocol that it's a launchpad for AI agents, but they're doing a lot more than that, and they have like a marketplace of agents that connects an ACP, and you can actually speak to their agent that's called Butler, and you tell him, I want to do a future or perp or whatever, and he finds you an agent that gives that product and how much it will cost the request to do the trade. And you have to give him the parameters, stuff like he does it, and you pay per request. So things like this are possible because of X402 to make it also micropayments. And now you see a lot of Web2 giants adding X402. It's not just crypto, it's just one of the ways for agents to pay. And of course, crypto is the usage here because it's the most reliable, trusted for them, and fastest, and cheapest. So we're playing a lot. We're playing a lot with this technology. I hope to have good news this week about it. Currently, of course, that I'm focusing on more the DeFi side of things prior to Igra's launch. But it's I hear a lot of people say, you just have to push boundaries with the agents. I'm glad I can do that, and you have to, you'll just stay behind with someone who builds the same company you're building with agents. So
no, I think there's a lot more in regards to AI that I don't know, because I'm not the one who's experimenting with it like yourself is. All of you seemingly are very well in tune with that. I know what I've just seen from surface level research. I know a bit about the X402, but it is, I can say with confidence at the very least that when it comes to AI, that crypto is a space for it, because the traditional systems are just slow and expensive, and it can't function on that. It needs blockchain for it. That's what's also the biggest roadblock for why AI has not been able to take off, because it hasn't got the speed and power for it just yet. On that front, we have got this question here from TP, which asks, I guess to all three of you, if you believe that Kaspa can create an AI ecosystem, sort of like Banter has, or can Kaspa create subnets on various AI ecosystems. Now, I have heard it before, this question. I have also heard Lev and Chris have people from BitTensor on their show on Monday. I know we also know KI are very much loving the idea or pushing the idea forward about BitTensor being on Kaspa one day or something on that matter, which will be very, very exciting. But on that question alone, do any of you have any kind of inputs on this one?
I think that might be for Pavel here.
We actually had a project with BitTensor like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Look, it's beautiful to see how many teams kind of attacking this from like very different angles. And BitTensor is initially it was just decentralized learning network. It was a really strong idea that you should be able to train your model in a decentralized manner and also have this decentralized inference. Looks like it's not really lifting off because people don't care that much about decentralizing of your model. They care more about getting things done, implementing the task, compressing things, and that's exactly what AI agents are doing these days. So this marketplace they currently have for where anyone can contribute the computing power. And get paid. It's really, I think it's an excellent idea.
Well, the useful proof of work. The useful proof of work idea.
Kind of it's I don't remember exactly it was long ago when I read the white paper, but like
the Israeli guys, I think you mean
the BitTensor.
No BitTensor.
No, I don't think there's a Israeli base. So it's you can say they have this like real utility in the token because like there is when people actually create this like AI compute and delegate it, they get paid in the token, and I like it. But I'm not sure this is like I should check what's going on with them these days, if they pivoted or not. But I don't see currently like the huge demand specifically for computing power in the current form because it's transforming from GPU into token-based economy. That's what I'm seeing for sure. Like the tokens in terms of AI tokens, not the RC20 tokens, of course. Mm-hmm. Like that, we will see the marketplaces where people actually can buy tasks and they pay less tokens, so that just some discounted execution or even better orchestrated execution. So where models will be organized in a smart way. So instead of just paying, I don't know, like 1 million tokens to Opus or Sonnet, like similar models, you will just pay 1,000 to some discounted model, but which is really organized in a smart way and can also employ several other models, which is, as you can see, it's really similar to modern economy when you actually, instead of you can find a really expensive contractor and then pay them just 6 months, or instead you can just hire agency which already did this project before and can sell you off-the-shelf solution. So we're going to see, I think, this a lot of this happening. I'm not sure if BitTensor specifically the place, but coming back to the question, if Kaspa can be this place, Kaspa has a huge potential. Like it's massive. It has massive engineering power sitting within Kaspa core team, and they build an amazing stuff. But it's mostly infrastructure. For this to happen, we should have more teams come into our ecosystem. Like I see, like one of our most important goals and missions of Igra is to create and grow ecosystem. Not just build things because it's beautiful. I don't believe in technology without any applications. Like we should have really big and strong ecosystem comparable with other programmable blockchains, and then these things will happen. Not because Kaspa is a great technology, it also helps, but also because we have a welcoming development builders community where everybody is welcome. Like people come, people can build, people can exchange ideas, and they're not being judged by specific infrastructure they build on. Like if you build something which makes sense, you should be welcomed, and this is how you grow your ecosystem. Just being super strict and kind of have this Puritan approach to things doesn't help to grow community, doesn't help to grow ecosystem, not in the slightest. So if you want to see big important projects happens on Kaspa, we should all work towards ecosystem and builders community, not against it.
Okay.
I completely agree. I think the one biggest aspect for Kaspa is, I mean, its unique selling point is the tech. And while you have many people who still very much preach, we need marketing, the marketing, I think Yoni said it best, like marketing is always what projects do that are kind of a short-term thing, but it's not really therefore, that's why he was talking about the media outreach element that kind of really showcases Kaspa in regards to what it provides, as opposed to just, this is a project, buy it, you know? And I think that could be a big thing to help the builders or incentivize builders to build on Kaspa as well with what's happening in the ecosystem.
So, Sione, I wanted to ask you a question there. So, Christian Ludwig, the last time we saw him was in Berlin. I got to record him anyway. I was live streaming him there, and I think the recording got 81,000 views. It was a really good speech. You know, it was like sending people off to war or something. People were getting really riled up by the speech. But like I think he lost a bit of money there or whatever. But I know that Christian's one of your backers. Is he still in the background? Is he still bullish on Kaspa? He's just staying back for a bit.
Christian is, I'd say that he completely went back to Web2, at least for now. He had to focus on his, making money, because he lost a lot of it, and he needed to, to back up and actually work, and not just, before he was Kaspa well, he was just, preaching Kaspa, pushing Kaspa, learning Kaspa, mining Kaspa, and things like that. And now he has to back to work, so he's not around much. I sometimes we hear from him here and there and small updates. He's doing fine. He's great. He's just probably, as I know him, grinding his way up back again. So he's busy basically.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No problem. There's sorry about the bad language, but there's one more there. F layer 2 Solana hasn't a layer 2. Anybody got a response to that?
Pavel, you want to do it?
I can't repeat this again, guys. I think
The same thing. Yeah.
I'm
No
just
problem.
yeah.
We can give it a short answer. You probably have a one
Emotions. Not helping to grow the ecosystem, guys.
Don't be emotional, be logical is what I say all the time. So both in my community know that very, very well. I understand the community incentive to want to keep things on a layer 1 due to its decentralized nature, but if a layer 2 is, layer 2s are very, very important. Ethereum have them in abundance, and they're the biggest ecosystem in crypto, and it's also what helps it. That's what helped it scale up to where it's at right now. Layer 2s are a big part of it.
I also keep saying that layer 2 is a quite misleading term. Again, layer 2 coming from Ethereum ecosystem, where you already have Ethereum, which is feature complete, Turing complete system. And you have people who want also to build on top of it with improved performance, with decreased security. Because it's also a trade. It's always a trade-off in Ethereum world. But in Kaspa is a very different system. Kaspa doesn't have smart contracts on layer 1, and they won't have it. So Colin, what we're building in layer 2 was helping in the beginning to explain the concept, but now it's actually it's a disservice, because essentially VPROC is also layer 2. VPROC architecturally is ZK based rollup. It's absolutely the same approach as Igra, just with quirks and then with Rust.
An atomic
So-
possibility. I
Exactly.
suppose.
So when people saying like we don't need layer 2, they actually should say that we don't need vprox. We should stay with like within pure Kaspa, just not touch anything which is not holy Kaspa. Which is, again, I find this in 21st century a little bit weird. It's like, you know, just like people breaking this. What's the word, Ashton? Like the lumen. Oh, you see, it's almost midnight, so I'm starting to lose the words. Like it's the Ludits movement, like people who was breaking the machines because they were stealing jobs from them. That's what reminds me of. It's actually just you cannot be against progress, especially in crypto. It's really weird to be in crypto, which is actually the whole movement. The Web3 was created by being innovative, by being adapting technologies overnight, by installing the recent nightly builds of everything, by being cutting edge, by like burning your computer, burning yourselves. That's the price of this. But then also be completely ahead of the curve. Like we're working with technologies, also including, by the way, on-chain agents, guys, which is the rest of the world will get maybe in 5, if not 10 years. We're working with this today. What Sione is doing with his agents is the future of work. Like what we're doing with like improvements for the user experience for agents is something which is going to be inherited by the traditional finance in 5 years time. And then sitting in this industry and say, oh, we don't need this technology because it's not, it's against some imaginary values, which I just invented. It's really just doesn't make any sense. I think it just hurt my intelligence, to be honest.
Yeah, I have a hard time with anyone that is against
any form of layer 2. I'll fill in the gap there.
No, I think it was Ashton had something stronger.
Stronger. Okay.
Come on, give it to us.
Yeah, before it cuts out again. I was just saying, anyone who's complaining about sequencing, anything being sequenced on Kaspa is missing the point, right? Kaspa is ultimate sequencing layer. So we should be welcoming and excited about anything that is contributing to security budget and running on Kaspa.
I think just the gap in knowledge, I suppose. People hear layer 2s, they directly think about ETH and how it doesn't contribute anything to ETH and stuff like that. Like the base rollup is an important feature because the layer 1 is giving all the fees, you know. So it's just a gap of knowledge, I suppose.
Yeah, and terminology.
Or just emotions.
We're using old terminology to describe something new and novel.
Exactly.
And that's the precise reason why all the big banks, they stop saying crypto, they're starting saying digital assets, because they're trying to remove that coin term that had so much bad
ledger technology
behind it for years and years and years.
I'm sure. I wonder if this new term neo-finance will stick. You know, people try to push for like not decentralized finance, not DeFi. It's neo-finance. But
neo finance.
I hope so.
I don't care. Just pump my bags, bro.
When Lambo.
Neo finance.
When Lambo. When Kaspa Moon.
Ashton, if you're able to answer this, if I know you said it a few times, let's say the Igra, the tokenomics, like is there a hold period? Like I'm part of the pre-sale with Wolfie. I know that's gonna go. Wolfie's gonna run a node, and our Igra is gonna be staked as a community, and then we'll all get the rewards from whenever you're staking. But how long, like if you wanted to, like how long does it be held for, like for us and for, let's say, people who are going to be getting it on Zap?
Yeah, I gotta try to talk fast. I think I got your question. So yeah, anyone who participated in an early strategic round does have that vesting schedule, right? Especially if you went through an aggregator, that aggregator is staking, running the node, doing everything on your behalf. So that's a 24-month vesting cycle with basically.
Maybe if you turned off your camera, maybe Ashton, it might work better, would it?
Every time.
If you turned off your camera, would it work?
Yeah, maybe. I won't get mad at that concept. So the strategic rounds did have a vesting schedule, but for the Zap, the public distribution, no, there's no locked period, no vesting. People will be able to transfer or do whatever they want with them. If you acquire at least 400,000 Igra through Zap, you'll immediately be able to become an attester and run a node.
Okay,
Sweet.
nice. Do you want to? There's a couple of questions there. Well, from the same person. Will I stick them up, Jay?
Yeah, go for it. Why not? I think I'm actually pretty much out of
Yeah,
questions.
no.
I'm looking through the questions that we had pre-scheduled. Oh, we had the dead man switch one.
Yeah.
Other than
Serious
that-
question. What would make Kaspa to fail, and what are the chances for this to happen?
I'd say that the most important things to look out for is hash rate, which today the 450 pH is more than enough. You know, of course, we were used to having a 1 point something ehash, which is great and amazing, but 400, 500, it's still solid. But I'd say that it's lack of relevancy, you know, or bad timing. Like, I think they will catch up because they will see a need for a super fast sequencer that can do everything, and that's Kaspa, but just the need's not there right now. So that's why we have people like Pavel and me building things on Kaspa to give some utility and usage until that happens. But another day, we have to stay relevant to this industry that moves 24/7. So we have to stay relevant, and yeah, we have to take care of the fees. That's the end goal of everything here.
Keep the miners happy. Yeah. Keep the network secure.
Yeah, it's all come together.
This one's from the same person. He says he's not very technical, but it doesn't matter. Isn't build
Kaspa is complete.
I think he's
I
basically
think he's trying to
asking,
say
like,
builders.
if you're building,
Yeah.
you should, why aren't you waiting for all the hard forks to complete?
By
Which
this logic, yeah.
you
go
never
ahead.
build. You never
It-
build with that logic. You're never. I mean, it's a living network that's going to continue to grow and improve and have soft forks, hard forks. You have to just stay current.
Innovate with it.
Exactly. Innovate with it, not wait.
Mm.
And that comes full circle to the first question, right? Of what's going to make Kaspa fail is if everyone's waiting for something to be done.
That's great.
You'll.
Yeah, just it will never.
But
take
that's
off.
that was a great take. I fully agree.
Like,
If
I
you
probably
wait
might.
for something to be perfect, you will never succeed. Like, life is imperfect. Like, look at the human body is utterly imperfect. We hack the hacks on the hacks on the hacks. Like, the human is one big hot patch. It's never complete. We're not perfect. So that's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
You build when you feel like this. If you don't have ideas, don't build. Really, don't come to Kaspa or any other ecosystem just because you think it will bring you some quick buck or because you want to stay relevant. It's not. No, you should have this urge to build. That's very important. And then you can build with whatever infrastructure. Like, I remember, like, last century, guys, like this was this demo movement. I think it's still alive. Like, people building within 20 or 10 kilobytes. Just they were building beautiful visualizations, systems, computer games, but they build it with binary code, with assembler. It's like these days we have the most amazing tools. I start sounding like a really old person right now. I understand that, like a boomer essentially, but it's a fact. Like, guys, we have you as a builders today have the best tools, and now we have AI agents on top of this. It's the best time to be alive as engineer. You're limited only by your imagination. Even in Kaspa, you're not limited. If you really want to build something truly decentralized and programmable, then yes, layer one is not enough for you. But then if you want to build something with the help of layer one, maybe to make it as an element, a payment system or whatever, go for it. Just don't wait for permission. Don't wait for all the hard forks. Come on. Life's short. tomorrow you don't know what's going to happen.
No, and also you always get a date and it gets stalled and then gets stalled and then you're like waiting and waiting and waiting for this protocol to come out and it takes longer than you expect and then you're just sitting double the time.
Precisely. I mean, we're still the timeline right now is meant to be May 5th for the hard fork. That was the timeline given a few months back. Like that was always intended to be the goal. It would never be confirmed date. There's still, I mean, not that I'm in the core team circles seeing what's happening, but I still imagine there's many more steps that need to be taken before they can have the absolute conviction that yes, we'll have the hard fork ready and it will be safe enough to have an MVP version of it by May 5th.
That's Kaspa. Kaspa loves a good countdown.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I think that the covenant centric, it's not. I think it's gonna go smoothly because I think it's different type of changes. I'm not sure the technicalities, but I think it's more of upcodes and not just changing like blocks per second, stuff like that. And I think that the most I'm more excited for the second hard fork that he said that we should have in the end of 26, which is supposed to be Dagnite. You know,
Yep.
that's what gets me excited. You know, we're seeing 25, 30 blocks per second. That's just gonna be insane. And then the question is, are they gonna keep ignoring us or not?
Yeah.
I think once you end up reaching 25, 30, and then by 2027 you see 100 as well. That's the goal. I think if you end up seeing 100 BPS come through, like at that point you've got to ask, is like the level of speed that and well, frankly, everything. Kaspa, I think by that point would most definitely be deemed as a world sequencer layer or one of the best, if not the best, at that point, because nothing will be able to compete to Kaspa when it comes to speed and security when it has 100 BPS.
Yeah. Well, it's so good for.
But
Yeah, Ashton. Cut out.
I think Wyatt said Ashley stopped using that Solana connection.
Yeah, I saw that comment. That's hilarious. Solana connection. I keep going down. Yeah, I was just saying it's really good. The higher block speed is amazing for this real-time decentralization that Core is talking about as well, of using almost a prediction market philosophy of sampling miners for real-world data. It's fascinating from a.
It is. That's genius, man. That is genius. And that's a new market completely, you know. And at the end of the day, the tools that you can build with that, I don't think we have even thought of, you know. Okay, prediction market is the easiest that come and the most hyped one right now, but real-time decentralization, real-time consensus, it's just the whole sentence sounds strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, I know it's getting late. I'll let you go. I just wanted to ask you one more thing. It's to do with the covenants, like all these transaction rules that are going to come out in covenants. People are most excited about the deadman switch. You know, I think we had Izio Dev on, and he was saying wallets would have to integrate some kind of tab or switch that would let you enable that, especially Tangent, because you have to touch the card. But Sione and Pavel, is there going to be any wallets coming out for you guys that would integrate this kind of transaction rules?
I have the deadman switch feature. It's currently not. It hasn't passed yet, but I think I got the logic fixed. At the end of the day, it works like this. Right now, the current implementation is that I lock my UTXO. Let's say I have an option to renew the contract directly. Just take the same UTXO and redeploy it. Like unlock. I'm not exactly how the logic is behind the scenes. I still have to go in depth. But basically, it's like a keep alive button. So if you have this hot wallet in your phone and you have the keep alive button and you have this feature, if I don't press the keep alive button in every time in 1 month, then the contract will expire, and then someone can claim that. That's someone, it's your son, your daughter, whatever it is, So you can have, it can also be 1 year. But the whole point is that if you lose your phone, you lose your keys or something, then basically someone can claim that for your behalf after a specific time, since you didn't click again and renew the contract. I do think this is one great feature. but in the end of the day, it's even if you have great features, the question is how do you actually give it to them in a good way that the person can actually claim it in 5 years properly or whatever it is. So the end-to-end products basically. But I do see that's feature that we can easily add if successful, if the test pass in the next hard fork, Mai.
Yeah, nice. Pavel, do you have any kind of wallets, or are you not developing any wallets? You're just building the layer, and other people have to come and build wallets, isn't it, on top?
Yeah, pretty much. Like we have 4 excellent wallet teams in the ecosystem, like working with us.
Yeah, they're great.
Kasperia, Casware, Castle, Zelcore. So this we also and we're talking with Tangem, by the way. We have
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
but that's these news for another day.
Yeah, very promising
Yeah,
conversation though.
Yeah,
You can
Great
tell us
stuff.
now
yeah,
if you want.
great team. So it's on their side. Like these kind of integrations can be really cool, but it's on level side. I still think that the thick wallet is like one of the most promising applications people can build. It's hard because security is hard. And you're responsible essentially for people funds in a way. So yeah, it's not easy, but if you build it right, then you keep all the business in the wallet. Like look at MetaMask, for example, like or Trust Wallet or like the Coinbase wallet. They have like really lucrative business just by having all these users and then just allowing them for multiple products, investment products, swaps, bridges, all these things like inside of wallet. It's really cool. So I'm really waiting also for new teams coming to Igra and implementing some the Neo Finance dashboard with all them features. So yeah, sorry, diverged from the topic. Covenants it's a really cool feature. I'm sure someone will build something beautiful with this, but yeah, it's not on our immediate roadmap.
Yeah.
Well, looking forward to it, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know.
Yeah, do we watch?
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. So Pavel, what's the date? When are you launching?
Just
I
watch.
don't think
You could have told the boys on X. Oh.
Watch the space. Watch the
Okay.
space. It will happen. It will happen, and yeah, that's going to be beautiful.
I was going to throw a random date out there. I'm going to say the 23rd. I want to say 23rd. That's my guess.
I'm going to say he
actually,
hasn't.
let's collect the dates from not from Ashton, obviously, but yeah, guys. So Jay just gave the 23rd. Sione, what's your date?
Let me check the calendar.
Yeah, what's the last day?
You have unfair advantage, but okay, go ahead.
I know.
Oh, he knows.
We speak the language.
25 or 26. I go for 26.
All right, 23rd and 26.
Yeah.
Jay?
I'll say 31 because you're going to be delayed.
Oh. The disrespect.
What gave you this idea? Why would you say that? Was it something we did?
I don't know, because everything's gone perfect for you so far, so you need a little delay.
Look,
Can't have you getting too cocky.
It's actually when people come to us and then challenge us for delays. It's the best situation ever. It means they care. It means they care. They really wait for us and they really want it to happen. So that's the best thing. Mm-hmm. So you say it's going to be delayed. Sione 26, J 23rd. Okay.
I said 31, 31st.
Yeah, but you get you take
31st. Yeah. So you think is it Tuesday? Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday, the last day. I got
or a Sunday. A Sunday is a good day to launch since everyone's on break. So it's always good to test out projects, and if you fuck up, you can fix it quickly.
We have some people, we have some buyers, self-committed buyers who actually work in the office hours. So it's actually
Okay.
companies. So it's, yeah, I'm not
But-
sure that's weekend is going to work for them, but
But you
I'm
have
not
an
saying-
official date. You're just not releasing it, is it? You do have a set date, do you?
No, I don't think they have a set date. You can't have a set date. You have to be
He's smiling
flexible.
though.
He's got
Yeah,
he's
that's
got he's
okay.
got a good estimate date. That's what it is.
Okay.
good faith,
There's no-
good faith that date.
Okay.
Fair date, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to jumping on
Okay.
Igra and just
Believe me too. Like it's
Fine.
going to be the first real test of the whole infrastructure, right? It's yeah. It's us. We have to be first before letting in everybody else. So that's going to be the first protocol with a real test load and stuff. And it looks quite empty at the moment for the reason because we're not advising people transacting on Igra. Like it's not ready, but this app going to be the ultimate test. It's going to be the test because everything else will come later. So that's why it's so important, not just because it's like obviously the token thing, which it's because it's a first real test of Igra.
fantastic
Nice.
stuff. Any final words, Sione, Ashton, as well? To follow up on Pavel there?
I'm good. I'm excited. We're getting ready as well. Hopefully, can actually build cool stuff with agents on Igra. That's one of the goals as well. Trying to go agentic as possible for Igra. And good luck, Pavel and Ashton.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We're working for you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate all the work you guys are doing. It's incredible stuff. I'm looking forward to it all. But yes, family, with that being said, Sione, I believe it's everyone's bedtime actually, and Aston is unfortunately still having a lot of tech problems. So I think we'll stop his purgatory now because I'm sure it's been very frustrating for him.
It is what it is. It's just every time I try to talk, it reconnects. So I feel bad for you guys in the audience having to wait for me.
Yeah, your insight was still
Thanks for
as
dealing with it.
privileged as always. Thank you very much, Ashton. Yes, family, thank you all very much once for tuning in to Blockchain Banter at Internet Speed, episode 9. Pavel, Ashton, and Sione were here this week, and we had a lot of fun. The banter, the alpha, and of course, the speculated launch date, which is coming very, very soon. And the strong belief in AI. I think we've got a lot more to look forward to in the coming weeks and months ahead. Thank you very much, Jerk of the Pump once more. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's stream on my channel, Jerk's channel, leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. That being said, family, have a great day, good evening, and good night. And we'll see
Thank you, Jay. Thank you,
in
Gare.
the next one.